fight for the championship with Jaden wins the opening race of the season. And to see Note who crosses the line to win. Who will see the checker flag first? Jaden wins the sprint. It's been a domination by F2 standard. Jaden crosses the line to win the sprint at Australia. Crosses the line and wins the feature race. Note crosses the line to win once again. Pal wins for the first time in Formula 2. Jaden crosses the line to return to victory in Formula 2. Is about to cross the line and equal that record. Jaden wins 7 races in a single season to be Harrison, who takes victory. Jaden wins the feature race in Le Mans. Jaden wins in FIA Formula 2. Jaden wins at Fuji Speedway. Jaden is the Formula 2 champion. Jaden wins for the 14th time flag as the winner for the 15th time. Formula 2 only deals in drama. It really does. Welcome to FIA Formula 2 and to our final sprint of the year. It is our penultimate race of the season and we still wait to see who's going to be the Constructors' Champion by the end of this weekend. It is time for the first of 2 races this weekend for Formula 2. We take a look at our circuit, 3.3 kilometers, 2 miles, and there will be 16 laps of racing on these famous streets in our sprint contest today. We have 19 turns in total and a lot of elevation change throughout the configuration of circuit. Plenty of overtaking opportunities. Joe and Boschong proving that as around the outside tried to go Ralph Boschong, and it was Joe who stayed ahead. Boschong, most experienced driver in Formula 2. That will change next year when Richard Rashaw participates with MP Motorsport. Liam Lawson, F1 driver now, got past Sato, and that was down to the hairpin. Jaden hoping that he can pull off a move similar to that. Liam Lawson, Oscar Piastri, side by side for the race lead in Monaco in the wet. Yes please, said Liam Lawson as he got past Oscar Piastri, both of them now doing well in Formula 1. Well, it is a glorious day for motor racing. It's a glorious day for action here on the streets of Monte Carlo. We take a look at our grid and guess who's missing? It is Note who will not be taking the start as he isn't here once more, and it does mean that we are going to put 17 laps on the board as the formation lap gets underway, and this is going to be exciting stuff now as the field makes their way onto the formation lap. Now we haven't done the story so far for a while. We haven't done the story so far for a while, so it didn't go fully to plan. I did accidentally put the outro music on, which you'll hear later on, so that happened. But other than that, I think it went pretty much to plan, and then also having to mute a specific source and do all of that. So it all went a little bit crazy, but we got the story so far. We got all of that done. Everything did still work, which is great to see. And now we have cars out there on the circuit on the formation lap, and into the barrier goes Logo. And Sir Harrison McLaren will be letting his teammate, of course, back through Logo, starting on pole position for this one as he chases his maiden win. Yes, he is chasing his maiden win in the championship as well. And here we go. And I can already see lots of celebrations that Jaden, well, is going. And this is his final ever Formula 2 round. It means that there will be opportunities, there will be chances for other drivers to compete. And they would absolutely love for that to be the case as well. And yeah, the phrase of me just keep saying Jaden wins, I think on the story so far, was the main highlight of that. But yeah, that's exactly what happened over there with the story so far. But, you know, in Monaco we can have something else. It's a sprint contest. Who knows what is going to happen as we are getting them heading to the grid. And if you haven't joined us across this weekend, this is my final weekend in PRL and my final weekend in Formula 2 in this championship here in PRL. So it's going to be a hard time saying goodbye tomorrow, but we have 2 races still to enjoy together here on this broadcast, and we hope that we're going to be able to do so. As we go past the Christmas tree, we would have loved to have more Christmas decorations this weekend, but that's what we've had. That's what we have, and we'll definitely enjoy if anyone can make moves at the Rascasse. Well, it is going to be quite a lot of fun. Special livery for Jaden this weekend. He will be the last and final car in position. Pal not wasting any time. He's already into place, and he will be starting in. And he'll be starting in second. Then we'll have Harrison and Jaden also in P4. But it's Logo on pole as he tries to take his maiden win in the championship. We are now going to await the 5 red lights. It is time to go racing for our final sprint of the year. And Formula 2 goes racing on the streets of Monaco. Good start for Logo. Cuts across Powell to maintain the lead into turn 1. Can Powell go with him? Can he go the long way around? This is going to be so crucial for his race. Logo is going to maintain the lead at the start. It's going to be Powell in second place. Then we look over to see who's going to be in third. It still belongs to Sir Harrison McLaren. And Jaden has lost momentum up the hill. So surely he was attempting a move that did not pay off. It is going to be Logo leading on the streets of Monte Carlo. It is exactly the start that he needed. And in real life, once you lead lap 1, it is most likely that you're going to be on your way to victory. But it's PRL. Anything is possible. And still, there will be chances for this to change. As Logo, the man who was denied in Chicago, tries to take it. Oh, it's round. Spin for Jaden. The champion goes round, and he has lost a lot of time there. And the man who is trying to end his final Formula 2 round on a high is round, and he'll continue on going. But a dramatic opening lap for our champion with a special livery. And well, sometimes in real life you get a special livery and it turns into utter bad luck. But yeah, I think that might be what Jaden is facing. Yesterday it worked out for him though. Yesterday it worked out. So, what an opening lap that was. That was exciting stuff. Pal going on the attack. The Master of starts on the attack once again. Pushing on. And he pushed himself all the way on to being a contender, which was absolutely fantastic to see on the opening tour. But this is going to be Logo hoping that this race comes to an end as soon as possible. But there's still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. He's our leader on the circuit, and there's surely been a moment for Pal on the circuit as well, because Harrison was able to get through into second place. We did not have that. We didn't capture that on the opening tour, so Pal's behind Harrison, so it's Harrison in second, a Prima 1-2 as it stands right now. And we, as I mentioned also earlier on in the broadcast, we've got the Constructors Championship on the line, and as it stands, Trident would be on their way to win it. And the reason why, you might be asking, ART only have one driver, and the gap is currently 28 points. Trident would be extending that gap as it stands, and that would mean that Jaden would be only able to get a max of 26 points tomorrow, and he wouldn't then be able to claim the championship or do anything wild. But he wants to keep the championship going till tomorrow at least. He wasn't even supposed to be racing in this, so it was going to be it was going to be Trident winning this Constructors Championship anyway. No note, but Pal doing it by himself right now. But we'll have a battle with P3 going on as we take a look at Logo, and then Sir Harrison McLaren following closely in behind. If you get these two Primas doing battle, then that could be fun. Yesterday we had the awards as well, so lots of these drivers getting awarded. Logo unfortunately wasn't given an individual award, but well, it was mentioned in the it was mentioned that for people that Logo would get the best comeback if he was able to take victory on these famous streets, and it was immediately a no, that's not going to happen by Logo, and he's in the lead right now. But the thing is, he's got such a long distance to go. It's 1.6 seconds behind to Sir Harrison McLaren. And yeah, the Primas together at this stage. And are these two going to do battle? We'll also look further back as well to keep an eye on Pal and Jaden. And Jaden's going to try something as he tries to take the final spot on the podium. So that's the goal ahead of the Polish driver, chasing the British driver. One driving for Trident, one driving for ART. As he rotates the car through, getting good drive on the exit. Well, we have 2 battles to keep an eye on. We've got one for the lead, we've got one for P3, and yeah, it is slightly hard to see which one. But here we go. There might be a run here for Jaden. There might be a run. Trying it out the tunnel is going to be tricky. And it was such a close moment at high speed. And Pal stayed ahead. Can Jaden get in the mix as we head down to the Nouvelle chicane now? Out of shape for Pal. Jaden gets good drive on the exit once more. But Jaden being careful at this stage as we do battle for 3rd position. And the longer that Pal can keep. The longer that Pal can keep Jaden behind. And there's a moment. Round goes Sir Harrison McLaren. Sir Harrison McLaren goes round in the middle of the circuit. And he'll continue on going. But that is a huge moment as he goes round at the swimming pool section. And that is Sir Harrison McLaren, who will fade all the way down to 4th position. Meaning this battle is now for 2nd place. And Logo has a 2.3 advantage. Both of these drivers are gaining on Logo as well. This is when PRL F2 comes alive. You've got these guys all chasing Logo. No more Sir Harrison McLaren in the way. And I mean, if these guys all go at a slow pace, who knows? Harrison might even be returning. He's only 10.4 seconds away. So I think that, yeah, absolutely. If Pal and Jaden get stuck behind Logo, then Harrison could be coming back into play as well. And there we go. Look at this. We've got a 3-car battle for the win as it stands. And here is the frame of Logo, who is just trying to maintain this. And meanwhile, you've got Pal, the driver in the middle. Has a car behind. Has a car ahead. You can see the glowing ART in the background. Getting ever closer as we head down to the Nouvelle chicane. Can we see a move? Don't think he'll be close enough this time around. Pal's going to make sure that he isn't close enough. Now Logo can't make any mistakes either. If Logo makes a mistake, he has 2 cars waiting to capitalize behind. This is a hard situation. A hard situation for these 3 drivers. Jaden is just going to be sitting behind and waiting to pick up the pieces. You're going to have at the same time Pal trying to attack but also keeping an eye behind. Jaden trying that wide line. And Pal, what's happened there? Pal slow. Momentarily he'll continue on going. But what on earth happened there and he's lost? He has lost a place and it means Jaden is going to be allowed through. Back into the wall for Pal. And what on earth happened? Let's hear from him.
Oh my god, the lag. Fucking lag of just... Yeah.
Okay, so... yeah, lag apparently for Pal as Sir Harrison McLaren now arrives on the scene. Here is Jaden on the back of Logo. And Logo is being left alone. They've all... Well, Pal had lag. Harrison had a mistake or something that we weren't able to capture. And they've all left Logo alone. Jaden going for the lead. Surely not at the hairpin. Can he find a way through? Logo was never going to let that one happen. And I think there may have been even a bit of a lag in that moment. And you can see Pal and Harrison just to the side. So it's still game on. It's still game on. Let's hear from Pal.
It's ridiculous, the lag. Like, it just means Logo's just going to win because he can just drive normally. And while you're just going to lag, it's impossible to drive and overtake. Unless he makes a flip by himself, where he's won a race.
So, Pal making it very clear on how it is definitely very tough to overtake. Let's hear from the driver who's attempting to do exactly that. Jaden's behind Logo right now.
Yeah, all this guy just keeps on lagging. It's impossible to try to overtake him. You try to overtake him on the inside line, he closes the door on you. Outside line, he closes the door on you. It's just, the lag is incredible. It's impossible to overtake.
So, Jaden and Pal agreeing with that, and, well, I guess we thought that there might be some overtaking at least, with how Note and Jaden drove, but I think that was just both of them being so inexperienced at the time. Now everyone's had a lot of running. Now there isn't really many mistakes. Now the pressure is on, and... I mean, it's basically like real life, to be fair. It is, to be fair, like real life when everyone's just stuck behind. It is Monaco, so I guess we have the same feeling as real life. But now let's see. Jaden's got a good run. Can he get through this time? Can he fight a way by? And Logo is always wide in this part of the circuit. Jaden this time hits the wall. This time there wasn't lag. This time he just hit the wall on the inside. and he still can't find a way through. Logan making that car as wide as possible, and just constant lag absolutely everywhere here. Sir Harrison McLaren's dropped much more further back, so it was either a pit stop or either a big error, because he was on the back of Powell, who is now alone, but Powell can now close in. This is great news for Powell, because he can close in as Logo defends for his life. And once again, I think Jaden had something under braking there, and this is practically becoming impossible, but at the same time, it looks like it's being realistic, Roblox, for once. We're having a realistic race, for once. No one can overtake on the streets of Monaco. It's gonna be incredible if someone can find a way through, but you're mostly just stuck behind. I mean, we knew it was gonna be hard to overtake. We didn't know it was gonna be this hard, though, when we see such a big pace advantage. But I mean, Logo was denied all the way back in Chicago. Can he take it here at Monaco? And what a story it would be. I think he's definitely getting a lot of support. He's definitely getting a lot of support by the... He's definitely getting a lot of support by everyone, as they all want him to win this weekend at one of the races. So we're just gonna make sure that that person's told us we have a race currently going on. Let's see whether Jaden can this time get to the inside line. Can he take the lead here at Monaco? Jaden's inching in front. Wheel to wheel we go. Can Jaden get through? Logo's wide into the corner. Side by side we won. Oh, spin, and going round is Logo in the background. And once again, a dramatic moment. Logo rejoins. Powell gets ahead, and a little bit more lag involved. And into the barrier again goes Logo. This is unbelievable stuff. The man who had led all the way through has had a moment, and he's now stopped at Portier. Let's hear from Powell.
Stopped in the middle of the track. There was no yellow flags. I didn't even know he spun. He just stopped still, and it was very dangerous. Not by him, but by the marshals. Should be instant yellow flag.
So Powell complaining on the radio as well about Logo having a huge moment. Let's now hear from your race leader, Jaden.
Right, two things to point out. One, was it a lag crash, or did he just spin on his own? And two, I need to overtake him. I don't know whether it's a lag crash or not.
So Jaden debating. I don't know what he would do in that situation, though, because now Powell's in between, which is going to be the hard thing. So even if they were to revert the positions, then that would be interesting. Now, I know Sir Harrison McLaren and Logan will be talking at this stage, so maybe Sir Harrison McLaren might be able to forward us some information on the radio if there was a lag crash or not, or what Logo saw. But we'll definitely try and review and take a look at what happened there. But it's just typical stuff happening as per usual. We were looking forward to a great fight, but instead it will end very quickly. So let's take a look at a replay of this first of all. So Jaden goes to the inside, cuts across. Logo then is going to be ultra late on the brakes here. They're basically both ghosting inside each other momentarily. Let's see, is it a lag crash? It's a hard one to judge, because at the same time, from the low quality image I have here right now, he goes super tight. You would usually, so I think, does he hit the inside? So he makes contact with the inside wall there, but then at the same time he goes round in a way that a lag crash would send a drive round. So an interesting moment there. Now let's go back to live pictures and hear on the circuit from Powell.
Yeah, box. These tires are fucking dead. It makes Cemetery look less dead. Shit, I missed a bit. Fuck.
So Powell will be going round once again after missing the pit lane. And yeah, as he'll try and push on, and well, here we go again. Jaden now just dominating out in front. And it will be disappointment for Logo. They're still, well, it is unfortunately hard, and we can't really get footage unless there's a red flag at some point for any specific reason. We can't really get footage from anyone as well. So I mean, it would need something utterly crazy to happen for there even to be a red flag, because most of the time every driver is going to try their best to get out, because if they get stuck anywhere, they need to try and get out, or you know, they will be out. So that is one thing they need to consider. So you need something to break on the circuit, or for somehow for there to be a car or something to go wrong. So the chance of red flag is less likely unless someone is going to retire, which then that would mean we would be down to 3 cars. But it does also mean that drivers do get the opportunity. So the drivers do get the opportunity to try get themselves out. It will be yellow flags momentarily if they can get themselves out in about the few seconds they have. Then lovely. If they can't, and as soon as the red flag's called, then they find themselves out of the race, because it was quite let's just say, yeah, it wasn't good that we could, for example, at Chicago earlier this year, that a car got fully thrown in the wall, flying into the wall, but they were still able to continue racing. So you just have no one out. So yeah, that is the only thing. So now there's a bit more jeopardy in it, which is also great to see. Same rules also for Formula 1 as well. I'm being treated to now let's just say, a bit more of a quiet race in my final 2 now. So not the action that we expected to see, unfortunately. So they definitely could go to, well, post. Some of this could go post race as well. Let's now hear from Jaden.
Yeah, I don't understand about the hairpin incident. Even if you go 60, 70, 75 miles per hour, well, you can't take the corner properly. Literally, for me, literally just go just straight, nearly hit the outside barrier. So I can't really. I don't know what else to do. I'm not going 30 miles per hour in the hairpin. So yeah.
So Jaden on the radio, talking about how hard it can be to make the hairpin, and also while going side by side with a car. Well, yeah, that's what's gone on with that. So looking at the live stuff now. Back, we've got Pal Harrison battling over second place, and it is turning out to be one of our more quieter sprint races after all action at the start. One of our more quieter sprint races in Formula 2. Well, I do hope I get a good race tomorrow. Of course, this is the final reverse grid one I've commentated on. It'll be back to normal tomorrow in terms of how the grid will be. It was how they lined up, or how they qualified on Friday, and that's how they will start tomorrow on Sunday. We take a look at Pal. So yeah, perfect opportunity now as the race has really settled down to take a look at Jaden's livery. I did promise that we'd analyze a bit of that. So right, we can first of all see we've got the ART normal. Yeah, we've got the normal stuff from the ART, of course. You've got Pal, note, you've got Harrison, logos, name, all on the front wing. You've got red, glowing. So yeah, you've got some red glowing stuff all around the car, which usually would be black. So he's edited that bit out. On here he's got thank you Alex Jakes, who also left Formula 2 a week ago. He's got thank you Omi. Now that wasn't planned. I did ask him why did he put it about a week ago, because of course he didn't know whether I was going to be commentating this season or not, but commentating next season I should say, or not, but he decided to put it, so I guess thanking me for my commentary work this season, but I guess it now works perfectly to me leaving now as well. And then you've got a bit more stuff on the front and rear of the car, a bit of brownish style colours all around the car, and then you've got the Polish flag. We cannot forget about that. That's directly on the halo. It's also connected right on the edge of this Formula 2 car. They've also managed to connect the Polish flag to that and make it flicker a little bit when we go close to it, but we're not going to go close to it. Let's go back to Pal and Harrison now, as we've got that done. Harrison still stuck behind. And, well, this is going to turn into some horror show now. As Logo continues to drop. But there will definitely be some form of... well, if Logo believes that he was lag crashed and he can provide onboard, which I know sometimes he does have onboard footage, then that would be incredibly helpful. Even though the gap's going to go to 22 seconds, I think drivers would push for a grid penalty at least for tomorrow, which is another option. So if Jaden is deemed at fault, that would be another option. They also do it in real life as well, that you get penalties if you do something that you have nothing to lose from. So like, let's say if the winner just hits someone out, but in the end they finish like miles up the road, they do have the option to still punish them for the feature race. So that would be tomorrow's grid spot. So he might be sent down 3 places or 5 places or whatever. So if he is deemed at fault, that is another option as well. Fortunately, the unfortunate thing is we aren't able to review onboard live footage as drivers are still racing. We aren't able to review any of that, which is the unfortunate thing. But anyway, enough about that. Logo now finds himself at the back. No matter what happens, I don't think Jaden's going to give a 45-second gap back anyway, even if there was anything that happened. So let's enjoy this battle for second place for now. And you can see that Pal's sliding absolutely everywhere. There could be an opportunity for Cyrus and McLaren. Let's see if these two can keep it clean. Now, every battle is ending in a collision, which it is Monaco at the end of the day. This is supposed to be a race where there is, like, 0 overtaking. This is what this race is supposed to be. Drivers are still wanting to go for moves because, I mean, they're a racing driver. They're not just going to sit behind. So, yeah, we've got that going on as well. And here we go then with Pal rotating the car through these few couple of corners, and he will make his way out of Anthony Nose to go on to the 15th lap and join Jaden on the 15th lap. Okay, let's hear from him.
I'm just going to use lag to my advantage now. I'm just going to do the Logo tactic of just lag to the end because it works. Thanks, Logo. You're my idol right now.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I mean, drivers are going to take everything to their advantage. To be fair, at the same time, it is Monaco. You're not really supposed to be passing around this circuit, as I've already mentioned. These drivers still have different pace levels, meaning that they have no other choice but to be stuck behind. So yeah, I guess drivers will be using lag to their full advantage. It's just the normal thing about it around Monaco. The normal thing about it every round. You've got to be a little bit careful to make sure there's no lag crash, but I guess that's the great thing about this, that we do see defending. We can see brilliant defending. We've seen so many times this season battles be very brilliant. Like, for example, Note and Jaden, perfect example. Note had the chance to defend, and he decided not to defend one bit. Quite clear that was. And then other times you have the brilliant power defense that we've seen, Harrison defending as well. Definitely still shows some driver talent and some driver skill. Jaden's on his penultimate lap. And in a race, oh, he's lost it! He's lost it and he's round! He's lost it and he's round, but he'll continue on going. And it's not as dramatic as everyone may have originally thought that might be. And my word. Well, I was just about to say. The driver who was facing the wrong way on lap number 1. Now the leader by 37.4 seconds. Which is now getting to domination territory. Let's hear from Jaden.
His eyes are finished. Can't afford a pit stop, man. I need to manage these tires. But these tires are flipping finished. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I have to take it nice and slowly now.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know why he's complaining like the gap is about 3 seconds. The gap is 37.4 seconds. And Pal is more focused on Harrison right now, so, yeah. That's what's going on in that battle. Let's now look to Pal and Harrison. Let's see if Harrison can fight away by. But I think how the drivers look at it is, if anyone is going to attempt moves at Monaco and there is a lag crash, and it's a clear lag crash, I think the drivers, in their mutual respect for each other, hopefully, would just put the positions how they were and try battle fairly. Right, Jaden's on his final lap. These two are about to go on to their final lap. And we'll see whether Sir Harrison McLaren is going to be able to do anything. Jaden's got the fastest lap as well. So that is going to be what he will be receiving as we make our way through. And we try and see who is going to be getting the... Yep, who's going to be getting the points as well. The points for second, the points for third. And that will be the interesting battle that will get our attention. But coming out of the tunnel and heading down to the Nouvelle chicane. And it's going to be Jaden, who is going to be on his way to victory on the streets of Monaco. He started at the back. He started last on the grid. He was round on the opening lap. And then he knew the task ahead of him was to go on the attack. He absolutely did so. And he will come out of Anthony Knows, the final corner. And in his final Formula 2 weekend, it is going to be sprint victory for Jaden on the streets of Monte Carlo as Jaden crosses the line to win. There we go. Got there in the end. After he went slowly over the line, he wins on the streets of Monte Carlo. We look over to see the battle for second place. And it's going to be Pal who will be ahead. It's not even going to be a battle much at the end. Here we go with Pal. He'll come over the line. And he will move over. He'll move over. Up to second as he'll come across the line. Let's wait for it. The Trident Man. Over the line. There we go. 32 seconds. And you can see how easy Jaden took it and how much he slowed down right at the end as well. But let's hear from your race winner. Jaden will be delighted with that one. Last to first challenge complete.
Yeah, very difficult race. Well done everyone. A final sprint victory. Hopefully I can win it in the future. Yeah, it was a difficult race to be fair. How do you feel? Sorry for a little bit.
Difficult racing indeed. Okay, the driver who finished directly behind, or, well, on the timing page at least, 32 seconds back. Let's now speak to Pal and hear his thoughts on what has also been a difficult race for him.
Oh, P2. Let's go. I did not expect that one at all. Basically, guys, job needs to be finished tomorrow. Yeah. Obviously, didn't have my teammates to support me, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's go.
Absolutely. So, Pal, I'm still delighted as Jaden is. The top two will be delighted with that one. I think both Framers will be utterly disappointed. And, well, they should. They absolutely should. Logo started on pole. This was his chance of victory. There will possibly be if... well, Kramer will definitely try and get Jaden a grid pen for tomorrow at least. No, it's not going to make a difference today, but they will. They might push possibly for there to be a grid penalty. If they can, of course, deem that Jaden was at fault. Okay. We're also going to be able to hear from a driver who's going to be absolutely gutted, finishing 1 minute behind. Let's now hear from Logo.
Well, championship mentality, hitting the other driver off the track once again. He always hits me, always wins.
So, as he should, disappointed. Logo. Well, I'm hearing that there's an invisible there is an invisible block that's somewhere on the circuit. Well, that hasn't been brought to my attention all weekend, so I will try and remove that and see what we can do. Oh my word, Framers very nearly coming together. Well, they're lining up in formation, and we will take it down to have the interviews in a few moments' time. And this will be the podium that they'll be heading on to as well. And oh, we've got a thank you Omi message on that. Well, you know, I'm discovering things on stream now as well. I know they put it. Of course, when I went into the commentary box, I saw thank you Omi on there. Then we had it on the lights, and now we have it on the podium. Of course, I can't go everywhere. I can't see it absolutely everywhere. I didn't know what Jaden put in game, so he has access to update the game himself and edit stuff, and he'll take over the development side for sure. So that's what's going to happen with that. But yes, discovering things as we go along. Right, okay. Here are our top 3. We'll be able to speak to them now. First, we're starting with Sir Harrison McLaren, and we will wrap things up. Here he is, Sir Harrison McLaren, in his lovely Christmas suit. So, Harrison, well, it wasn't the race that you or your teammate would have planned. So, first of all, starting with the race start, how was the start for you?
It's a difficult one. I think I went into the back of someone at turn 1, so it kind of slowed me down, and then Jay cut the pit lane thing and overtook me and then let me pass. That's why I lost momentum up there. But apart from that, the start was okay, but the rest of the race really wasn't.
Absolutely. So can you then talk us through, of course, so were you speaking to your teammate quickly during the race?
Kinda. I heard what he was saying. He was complaining a lot, but I was mostly just trying to get past Power, which really wasn't happening.
Okay, looking ahead to the feature race tomorrow, what do you think you're going to be able to manage there?
I think it's looking a lot more promising than today. Pace was definitely there. I just couldn't get past anyone. But yeah, if I can just stay in front of people who are behind me, then I think I can get a bit closer to Jay.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Best of luck tomorrow. And definitely feel bad for Prima. Pal's going to come to us in a moment. But yes, there is a whole debate going on about all of that. But I think the fair argument that can be made, if you know there's no move at the hairpin, then don't attempt to move at the hairpin. I mean, Jaden, to be fair, has been saying all weekend long that he wants to make the move at the hairpin, and wants to go side by side at the hairpin. But yeah, it seems like he wanted to do that all weekend long. He wanted to get that move done on the outside. But yeah, it is definitely a risky one. So I definitely think if Prima decide to report it, there could be possibly a grid pen if it does turn out that way. Of course, we'll need to see about in terms of lag and all aspects will need to be considered. Right, that's enough about that, as that drama will continue on. It's a Formula 2 race. Of course, there's going to be drama after that. But now let's speak to Pal, who was able to take second place. And Pal, it seems like the lag tactic that Logo basically taught you when he was doing it at the start definitely does work around this circuit a lot.
Oh yeah, because it's impossible to overtake here, other than if you're Jay and whack people off the track and spin them around. If you saw the lap 1 incident between Jaden and Harrison also last time, it's because I lost the car by myself, not Logo. Lost the car, I hit the wall, spun my car, and then Harrison and Jaden both drove into my car. Obviously, it's a blind corner there. So it made drama, and then when I was defending from Harrison, I was just hoping that I saw him once in my whole screen, and I saw him going on the outside, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. Because I hit the ball like 4 times in that one bit. Kept hitting the ball, but yeah, I'm glad happy to.
Okay, well, if there is a penalty, let's say a grid pen for tomorrow's race for Jaden, what sort of approach would you go in starting ahead of him? What approach would you do in terms of defense? As you know, he's going to be aggressive and try send it and do all of that.
Defend like normal. Obviously, I lost position to him because Logo lagged and I was affected, but I know I can defend around here. I proved it today against the fastest driver in PRL right now, Harrison. Jaden used hacks, so Harrison is the one by natural pace. But yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
This should dive bomb.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
Okay. Well, brilliant stuff. Best of luck for tomorrow, and we'll let all of these drivers get ready to go to the cooldown room. We'll speak to Jaden first of all, however. Before we do that, then Harrison, Pal, and Jaden can all head to the cooldown room, which is going to be a bit tasty. For sure. Unfortunately, Logo won't be in there. But I guess Harrison and Pal can both have a go at Jaden as well for that. Now, let's hear the opinion. We've heard from everyone else, but Jaden, in terms of the incident. So, Jaden, can you then talk us through what happened? I think we have to start there in this one.
The incident.
Yes, the incident which you've been arguing about for the last few minutes in the chat.
Right. Basically, before that happened, the corner before that happened, just after you go over sector 1, Logo went wide, so that opened up the inside line for me, and I took the opportunity, and then, well, I was just focusing, I was looking behind, but yeah, I was looking behind to see, but, on your screen, it said that it was showing that we were ghosting. I don't know. I don't know what lines he took or anything. I was just concentrating to try and take the I was just concentrating to try and take the corner, so I don't hit the wall after the exit. So, yeah.
Okay, well, it looks like Harrison now is also on your side in terms of the incident after reviewing the footage. Okay. Well, then can you just talk us through how it is to win your final sprint race in Formula 2 and then looking ahead to your final ever race in Formula 2 coming up tomorrow?
Yeah, it feels good to win my final sprint race. I do want to win the feature race for many reasons. One of them is what I said yesterday in qualifying, that I want to do what I did at the start. I won my first race at Monaco, and I want to win my last race at Monaco. So, the calendar, I didn't realize that until this weekend, really. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck. We'll let you head to the cooldown room, and then we'll head there for what will be a frosty debate, which don't know if it will be as frosty as it was, because I feel like now Harrison is on Logo side, so I don't think we're going to have much of that, but you're going to have Pal being, Pal also debating. So yes, let's take the camera into the cooldown room and hear from our top 3 in there.
Well, that was good. Well, for me it was. I don't know about you.
There's too much lag to do anything.
Yeah, I know. Oh, fuck me. You try and overtake a driver, and Jesus Christ, you're having like 8. You just gotta go on a different line, and even if you try and overtake, you can't. So you just gotta hope they make a major mistake.
Yep, swimming pool cost me twice in a race.
Have you seen the F1 in practicing? I tried to overtake no, and Jesus Christ, my car had a mental breakdown, like lag. Jesus Christ, it was horrifying.
Didn't see that.
How was the race start? Power? No, I think it's Harrison you spun around. Or it was Power who spun around.
It was me, yeah. I went for the dive bomb on Logo, to be fair. Around the outside, I don't know how you dive bomb on the outside, but I did. And then smashed into the wall, and it, spun my car.
Skill issue.
Yeah, but I still got P2, so skill issue there.
Yeah, but that's because invisible bumps.
Oh yeah, they're awful.
It's quite difficult overtaking around Monaco anyway, so.
Yeah, F1's gonna be even more difficult. Have you seen the pace of the cars at the corners? Oh my god, if you hit that wall, you're flipping.
F1's fine.
Yeah, for you, is you're going slow. I'm going full pace for some reason. I might just drive slow.
Okay. Interesting one.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll just overtake you at the start line. That's what I'll do.
Yeah,
And then I can do my goat defending. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
yes,
takes
yes.
out.
Lag for 40 laps. Woo!
Yeah, first you got to qualify second.
Oh yeah, that's quite an easy job, but yeah, let's go.
Right, here we go then, as we await the drivers to come onto the podium. And in third position, with the Christmas outfit, fully in the vibes, and he'll be hoping to be enjoying himself much more tomorrow, as he looks to end the season on a high. Sir Harrison McLaren in third, and defence from Powell will get him second position, as he will come onto, you can see it right in the background, he will come onto the podium and he will get himself to the second spot as well. Goes up first of all to Harrison to congratulate him, and then we're now going to wait for someone who I can already see dancing, someone who can't hide himself in the background, which is quite interesting. But now arriving, going to the Thank You Omi board, which he created earlier today. And he'll go to the top step of the podium, and we'll let them prepare the Polish national anthem as well. So we'll play that exactly when it turns 44. But yes, a brilliant, oh, we can play it now. Here we go, the Polish national anthem. Great to hear the Polish national anthem, and the top three will be celebrating on the podium. And while it's been a chaotic Formula 2 race, to stand on the podium, it definitely does mean a lot. And that is going to be it. F1 qualifying coming up at 12 later on. Formula 2 will be back tomorrow. Please join us as I say goodbye to Formula 2 and PRL forever. So that is going to be quite something, and then I believe there's something even happening before the Formula 2 race that Jaden will be recording, and that will be uploaded to the channel at some point. But thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow when FIA Formula 2 goes racing for the final time in 2024.
Yes, guys! Come on!